Hey everyone, in this video we will discuss a very popular novel, Samskara, a Rite for a Dead Man, of R Ananthamurthy. So, the video will follow a sequence of first, biography of Ananthamurthy, then some details about Samskara, then structure of the novel, and finally characters in the novel. So as of now, let's get started. R Ananthamurthy, whose full name is Uduppi Rajagopalacharya Ananthamurthy, better known as an Indian contemporary writer and critic in the Kannada language. Born on 21st December 1932, he grew up in an orthodox Brahmin family as the grandson of a priest and began his schooling in a traditional Sanskrit school before he went to the University of Mysore and to Birmingham, England for a doctorate in English on a Commonwealth scholarship. Ananthamurthy is considered one of the pioneers of the Navya movement. In 1994, he became the sixth Kannada writer to be honored with the Gyanpith Award, the highest literary honor conferred in India. In 1998, he received the Padma Bhushan Award from the Government of India. He came on the literary scene in 1965 with the controversial novel Samskara that earned him the tag of a critic of Brahmanism, its superstitions and its hypocrisies. Samskara, which means rituals, is Ananthamurthy's most famous literary work that depicts an exclusive orthodox settlement like the one the author himself grew up in. The novel was also turned into a film, which was considered path-breaking in ushering the parallel cinema movement in Kannada, and won the National Film Award for the Best Feature Film for 1970. Ananthamurthy, whose works are rooted firmly in his cultural context and questioned established norms, published 5 novels, 1 play, 8 short story collections, 3 collections of poetry, and 8 more of essays. His work has been translated into Indian and European languages. Lastly, he remained a fervent critic of nationalistic political parties until his death from kidney failure and cardiac arrest on 22nd of August 2014. Now let's know some detail about the novel. As we know that it is written by R Ananthamurthy and it was published in the year 1965. It was originally written in Kannada but later translated into English by A.K. Ramanujan. It is the religious novel about a decaying Brahmin colony in Karnataka village with an allegory rich in realistic details. Here, let's see the structure of the novel Samskara. Now, few words about this narrative is organized. As you will notice, there are 3 parts in the novel, and they coincide with important stages in the life of its principal character, Praneshacharya. Part 1 consists of 10 chapters and ends with the failure of his Brahminical mission at the Lord Maruti temple and sexual union with Niranapa's mistress Chandri. Then, Part 2 consisting of 6 chapters and ending with the death of Praneshacharya's handicapped wife and his decision not to return to the agrahara but to walk wherever his legs takes him. Part 3 consisting of 2 chapters, one short and the other long, sees a spiritual agitated Praneshacharya travelling with a half-caste young man Putta and arriving at a new equation with himself. The guided tour of the fair and festival that he undertakes with Putta makes him aware of a demonic world of passion and sensation. His uncertainty ends his decision to go back and confess to the Brahmins and hopefully to begin a new life with a new identity for himself. You will notice that as the narrative proceeds, it withdraws itself more and more into the consciousness of Praneshacharya. His quest for a new identity is in a way of bringing fruit. Now here, very quickly, let's see some of the major characters that we are gonna encounter in a short while. First and foremost is the protagonist, Praneshacharya. Praneshacharya is a very learned, orthodox and a Brahmin guide in Durvasapura Agrahara, a colony of Brahmin. Being a Madhav Brahmin, he had his Vedic education in Kashi, and so he is awarded a title Shiromani, which means the crest jewel of Vedic learning. Along with this, he is the judge of the agrahara in all matters of religion, ritual and conduct. He is married to an invalid girl, Bhagirathi, and as advised in the Gita, he practices Nishkama, which means he follows selfless duty. From all this detail, we may call him living an ascetic life. Another character is of Niranapa. He is thrown in the flesh of Madhav Brahmins. He is seen as a man of his own will, doing what he likes, even without caring the rituals and tradition of the village. Also at times abusing the ways of agrahara Brahmins and their ridiculous Brahminic ways. As the story begins, he dies of plague, and the problem of cremating him poses a problem to the village Brahmins as he has openly broken up from Brahmanic culture and denigrating its sanctioned conventions and codes. Chandri is the next character. She is the concubine of Niranapa. Concubine means mistress. She is highly seductive and appealing, though the orthodox Brahmins of the agrahara take issue with Niranapa for sleeping with her, while they secretly wish to have company of her. Next is Putta. He is a half-caste young man belonging to Malera community. He is lover of life and company of people. He himself says that he is known as a talkative Putta and riddling Putta. He is very helpful by nature and volunteers to help people. And here is the list of other characters that are present in the novel but have minor role to play. With this ends today's video. And in the second part, we will continue with the summary. If you enjoyed, then please support me by clicking like and subscribe icon. Thanks for listening and see you soon in the next one.